Somewhere between logic and wonder lies a hidden nexus, a place where ideas converge, where patterns emerge, and where the unseen shapes our reality. Here, the boundaries of philosophy, technology, and science dissolve into a single, infinite spectrum. In a quiet corner of the universe, where logic met imagination, a philosopher sat under a tree of infinite branches. Each branch stretched outward, twisting into the void, representing a different dimension of reality. As the philosopher gazed at the tree, their thoughts wandered to a peculiar concept, the curse of dimensionality. It was a phrase born in the realm of mathematics and data science, but it carried echoes of deeper truths about existence, perception, and the boundaries of human understanding. The philosopher began with the simplest of musings. In a one-dimensional world, everything is linear, a single thread stretching from one point to another. In two dimensions, the complexity multiplies. A plane emerges, allowing for shapes, patterns, and the interplay of edges. Add a third dimension, and the world grows exponentially richer, filled with depth and shadow. But then came the fourth dimension, the fifth, and beyond. Each new dimension didn't simply add complexity, it exploded it. Relationships between points, once intuitive, became incomprehensible. The space expanded so rapidly that the ability to find meaning within it dwindled. Is this not a metaphor for life? The philosopher wondered. As we grow, as we expand our knowledge, responsibilities, and experiences, do we not also encounter this curse? What once seemed simple becomes labyrinthine. The weight of choices, the connections between events, and the outcomes of decisions multiply until clarity feels unattainable. In the high-dimensional spaces studied by mathematicians, something peculiar happens. Distance becomes meaningless. Points that seem close in three dimensions are impossibly far apart when extended into higher dimensions. The space becomes sparse. Every point feels isolated, adrift in a sea of irrelevance. How often, the philosopher asked, do we feel this way in our own lives? Technology, society, and progress promise connection, yet we often find ourselves more distant than ever. Billions of people, billions of interactions. But do we truly know each other? Perhaps, like in high-dimensional space, the sheer scale of potential connections dilutes the depth of any single bond. Worse still, in infinite dimensions, vectors are linearly independent. If this metaphorical expansion of human connections continues infinitely, each individual becomes an entity utterly unique, isolated in their own trajectory. Communication and understanding, which rely on shared spaces, dissolve entirely. In this vast outer layer of existence, every person drifts alone, unreachable, untouchable. The curse of dimensionality is not just a problem of data or distances, it is a problem of understanding. As dimensions increase, the philosopher knew, patterns become obscured. A human mind, bound by its finite senses, struggles to grasp the infinite. The more variables, the harder it becomes to see the truth hidden within them. Are we not like this when faced with the universe? The philosopher pondered. Our existence is a high-dimensional space of emotions, desires, and knowledge. We yearn for simplicity, for patterns to guide us. Yet the universe resists. It is too vast, too multifaceted. In our quest for meaning, we are both blessed and cursed. Blessed with the tools to explore, cursed with the inability to fully comprehend. And yet the philosopher smiled, for in this curse lay a paradoxical gift. Constraints, those limits on our perception, might be what make meaning possible. In high dimensions, simplicity is found not by embracing every variable, but by reducing them, by finding projections, ways to view the world that make sense to our finite minds. Perhaps, the philosopher mused, this is why we seek art, stories, and philosophy itself. They are our projections, our ways of making the incomprehensible manageable. Through them, we reduce the dimensionality of existence, distilling its essence into something we can hold, if only for a moment. As the sun set on the infinite tree, casting shadows that danced between dimensions, the philosopher closed their eyes. The curse of dimensionality was not something to be solved, but something to be embraced, a reminder of both the limits and the possibilities of human existence. It was a challenge to see clearly in a world of infinite complexity and a call to find simplicity without losing wonder. But the philosopher's thoughts lingered. If expansion leads to isolation, does this not challenge our deepest assumptions about the value of growth? If infinite possibilities drive us apart, might true connection require the acceptance of fewer dimensions? With that, the philosopher rose, leaving the tree behind. They walked forward, not into lower dimensions, nor into higher ones, but into the very heart of the curse itself, where questions outnumber answers, and the beauty of being lies in trying to understand. In a world of infinite complexity, where every soul drifts alone in its unique dimension, how do we ensure that connection, understanding, and meaning do not vanish into the void? The journey through the Nexus may end here, but the exploration is endless. If curiosity stirs within you, let's continue to unravel the threads together. Like, share, and subscribe to keep the connections alive. Until we meet again, question boldly, connect deeply, and explore endlessly.